Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head
as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now he's flushed out left and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They go read option with Wilson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third down, still 14 yards left. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing is Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 62 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. This is intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Getting all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's 30 yards now on the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
Some free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Baldwin goes in motion right. The play clock's running down. They snap it at one. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now before this first down play, we're to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be knocked down sideways. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Being chased out left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Now Ryan on second down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Ryan on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play. And it's going to bring up a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Sanu, the man in motion left. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. After the interception, here's Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He finds an opening past the 40. The left side completion to Jones. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Sanu. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. first and 10. It's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining. As we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson on second down. He finds his running back, Rawls. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Rawls. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, flushed out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On second down, Rawls. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 29. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing now is Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Pass. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Lockett, the man in motion. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's Coleman, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They will run again with Coleman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished.